Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're reviewing Wildcat Off-Road Park in East Bernstead, Kentucky, or London, Kentucky. Been out here majority of the day. Um, you see it's pretty muddy today. This park's a pretty good park, I guess. Got hill climbers, paradise, I guess you can say. There's a lot of hills around, a lot of muddy areas. Oops. People over there set up for the day. It's not a bad little park, I guess. It's pretty muddy. So I already said that, but it's about 10 minutes out of London. Cost is per person is $15, so $30 for the day. I guess that's 24 hours. I don't really know how they do it. They stay open. The trails are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. The park never closes, so I don't know. Once you get the fancy wristband, I don't know honestly how long it lasts, but they have a general store. It has pretty much your helmets, axles, some accessories for razors. Not really much a whole lot for Jeeps. The park is Jeep friendly. We called about going to Ride Royal Blue in Tennessee, and the lady said that we could only ride trails that was not marked for ATVs, so I'm not really sure what that means. I've never heard of a park that ever said that you couldn't operate a Jeep on ATV trails, but apparently Ride Royal Blue is one of them. But it's not very, I mean, there's some spots that's difficult. It's so wet today, you can't tell it on this side. We're actually on the opposite side of where the Wildcat login, check-in lodge, or whatever they call it, in general store is. We're kind of across the highway. But pretty much the side that Wildcat's on is pretty much just like that today. It's really, really muddy. As far as rocks and stuff, really ain't no issues that we've had. Pretty much our whole issue's just been mud and slick hills, but the mud claws have performed great. I've put it in four-wheel drive 2 or 3 times. Needed it in slick spots, but for the most part I've run it all in 2-wheel drive, and it's conquered pretty much everything there is. So if I had to say, is it worth a visit? I visited 2 years ago on a side-by-side, and I hated the place. It was very boring. It wasn't worth your time to even bother coming. But in a Jeep somewhere where, you know, stock lift Jeep honestly does great here. Just enough challenges that you can pretty much push the limits of it, but not enough where you're gonna need to be towed out every 5 seconds. But you know, side by sides, I guess they had the straight up series. And I'm assuming that this is where they had it, because it looks like they bulldozed it off and then maybe put trees to keep average riders out of here. So I'm assuming that that's the straight up series where they done the hill climbs. I can only assume. It may or may not be. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but last time I was here, this whole section wasn't here, and it looks man-made. It don't look like it's been, you know, maybe it is, maybe it ain't, but there's a lot of playgrounds. There's at least 3 or 4 playgrounds. Trail 00, if you like playing in mud, it's just a slot fest out there. One's going to be your main trail, 00 on this side of the road. I mean, for a weekend, for you out-of-towners, we stayed at Quality Inn in London last night. It was $88. And this is, you know, it was Sunday before Labor Day. So I'm sure their rates are a little bit cheaper today, but 80 plus 30, I mean, we spent 120 plus drinks, you know, whatever you have, or gas. But for a trip under $200, you know, I think Wildcat's a pretty good place to come. Not a whole lot of mileage to be covered, but a lot of fun terrain to mess in. And yeah, so I'd say, you know, if I was to give this park a 1 to 10 review, I would give it a solid 8. Some things I think they can improve on is, you know, just more trails. I mean, the trails, like 3 is like a mile or 2 loop back into itself. I mean, they can do a little more trails. You know, a lot of people, if you know the area, you can go off at the train tracks and get some extra riding, but that's not in park property. So, but I'd recommend the park. It's a fairly good place to come. It'd be nice if it wasn't hot. As you guys know, my AC compressor went out, so we're no air conditioning, and so we got windows down, and wife didn't want to be present in this video, even though she's present here. So, but anyway, we're gonna head back home. Just want to do a little quick review on the park. There wasn't much out there for Jeeps. This place is Jeep friendly. Like I said, I called Royal Blue, and they honestly basically pretty much told us that we was limited to 4 trails, and she totaled up the mileage, and I think it was like 15 miles. So I went driving to Tennessee to drive 15 miles of trails. So Wildcat has more than that. Wildcat probably has close to 40, I would say, if you take every single one of them. 40 to 50 maybe, I'm not real sure, but yeah, this park is Jeep friendly. I didn't see a whole lot of videos on YouTube, so that's why I wanted to make it. It is Jeep friendly. I'm sure the guys at JK's and stuff, they set up higher and has bigger tires than what XJ's run. I'm sure you guys will have even less trouble than what I had, but they really have no trouble. Yeah, so I'm gonna close it down there. I'd say 8 out of 10. You know, like I said, we stayed at Quality Inn last night. It was $88 plus 30 to ride, so you know, $128. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys.